The 2025-2026 Premier League season is officially over. Congratulations to Arsenal on becoming the champions of England, and well done for well done to Manchester City on finishing second place. Manchester City bottled the league. Yes, anybody that ends second actually bottles something, right? So Manchester City bottled the league. Congratulations to us now once again, and congratulations to the clubs who qualified for or to Europe next season. The five clubs that have qualified for the Champions League: Arsenal, Manchester City, Manchester United, Aston Villa, and Liverpool. Congratulations to Bournemouth and Sunderland who qualified for the UEFA Europa League, and congratulations to Brighton on qualifying for the Conference League. This Premier League season has a lot of ups and downs. Yes, this Premier League season wasn't as interesting as the previous seasons, and I would have loved if the Premier League winners or winner would be decided on the last day. Unfortunately, Arsenal won when Manchester City drew away at Bournemouth on the match day 37 of the Premier League. Well, Arsenal won the league, and Chelsea ended 10th. Chelsea ended in 10th place and didn't qualify for any European competition. Am I happy that Chelsea ended 10th and didn't qualify for any European competition? Yes, I'm happy that Chelsea didn't qualify for both the or either the Europa League or Conference League. If Chelsea couldn't qualify for the Champions League, they shouldn't waste their time qualifying for the Europa League or the Conference League, because playing Thursday night football, playing after playing Thursday night football, you play on Sunday. I really hate those kind of things. It's either you qualify for the Champions League or you don't qualify for any other uh, European competition. And I'm glad Chelsea lost. We can focus now on only the domestic competitions next season. That is the Premier League, the Carabao Cup, and the FA Cup. Hopefully, Xabi Alonso would bring in new tactics, better tactics, buy the players he wants, and obviously, he has to sell a lot of these players. Most of these Chelsea players aren't good enough, most of them. And Chelsea really needs to work on their defense, buy new set of defenders, center backs, right backs, left backs. Chelsea really need to work on their defensive line if they really want to go forward next season. Chelsea's midfield isn't really a problem. James now is converted to a midfielder now. James cannot play the right back position again. He isn't as fast as before, and his injury crisis would affect him if he stress himself. You go back to injury. So to avoid that, playing in the midfield position is way better for him. And well, the midfield is actually quite okay. If Enzo Fernandez decides to stay, the midfield is quite okay. Then the attacking position, Chelsea too needs to strengthen the attacking position, buying a striker, buying wingers. Chelsea needs to sell Garnacho ASAP. Chelsea needs to sell Garnacho ASAP. We don't need him in our team anymore. The lab too needs to go. I think McGill too, he needs to go. We need to sell a lot of the attacking players and bring in new players. And also, Chelsea needs to buy players, not just players, but quality players. Quality players with the winning mentality. Players that are committed to the club. Those are the kind of players we need. Players that are ready to die for the badge. Those are the players that will actually take you forward. Unlike these Chelsea players now, these Chelsea players are, to me, they are kind of lazy. They aren't committed. They want things easy, and to get things easy now, you gotta stress yourself. You just have to stress yourself to get the best things. But these Chelsea players, I don't know if it was the change of coach, change of Enzo Maresca that led to this, but Xabi Alonso, I'm sure you fix that because he's a tactical coach. I'm sure you'll bring a lot of tactics, patterns, styles of play that would actually fit the players that he needs. I'm not sure these players will actually take Xabi Alonso forward. He needs to buy his own set of players that he knows that will carry the club to a better level. And as Chelsea didn't qualify for any European competition, this will make them to focus on the domestic competitions. They will just be like Manchester United this season. They didn't play any European competition, and they ended third. They sacked Ruben Amorim. They brought in a manager or a coach that the players like, and they would give their all for. And I'm sure Xabi Alonso would be that type of manager that these players or the players that the club will buy for him will actually bring and that will take the club forward. So yes, I watched the game Chelsea versus Sunderland. I didn't watch the first half, by the way. It was the second half I watched, and I couldn't watch it well because of network issues and stuff. But from the little I saw, I feel that Chelsea played like they played in a way that okay, let the season end. We're actually tired, and yes, I could get that because after last season was really stressful for Chelsea. They played different competitions: the Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Conference League, playing Thursday night, playing Sunday night. And what actually helped Chelsea last season was the depth. They really had a lot of players. So they had first team, second team. They had a really good coach. And the Club World Cup, after the season was over, they played the Club World Cup for a month. So they didn't really have enough time to rest. They didn't have enough time to play the preseason. So I can understand why or how the tiredness came to be and why most of the players couldn't how continue their very good performance. But well, since this year is the World Cup, some of the Chelsea players were not called. They really need this rest, like Kopama. Kopama needs the rest. We know the quality Kopama brings to Chelsea. Kopama needs to rest. João Pedro too needs to rest. And some of the players that weren't invited to the national team, or some of them which their country didn't qualify for the World Cup, these players need to rest so that ahead of next season they would give their all. These are the results for the Premier League games, the final Premier League games of the season. Manchester City played Pep Guardiola coached Manchester City for the last time this season. Bernardo Silva and John Stones played their last games for Manchester City today. Aston Villa defeated Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium 2-1. Fulham defeated Newcastle 2-0 at the Craven Cottage. Liverpool drew Brentford 1-1 at Anfield. Mo Salah and Andrew Robertson played their final games for the Reds. Nottingham Forest drew with Bournemouth 1-1. Sunderland defeated Chelsea 2-1. Manchester United defeated Brighton 3-0. Congratulations to Bruno Fernandes, who had 21 assists in this Premier League campaign. He's the only player ever to do that. Well, that's actually Manchester United trophy this season because all their fans are actually hyping that. Well, it's an incredible feat, but the way their fans are talking about it, that is the only trophy Manchester United have this season. And Spurs, Tottenham defeated Everton 1-0. I was actually happy for Tottenham. They won this game. I actually wanted them to remain in the Premier League. They're part of the Big Six. So if one of the Big Six relegate and go to the Championship, it will be a disgrace to Premier League and it will be a disgrace to Tottenham. But congratulations to them. They would still remain in the Premier League and they will continue their journey. And I was really glad. Another reason why I was glad that Tottenham would remain in the Premier League was that Chelsea would find an easy club to defeat among the big six. Tottenham, anytime, anywhere, Chelsea would defeat Tottenham, both home and away. So I'm actually glad that Tottenham will remain in the Premier League. Burnley and Wolves drew 1-1. West Ham defeated Leeds 3-0. By defeating Leeds 3-0, that didn't guarantee them remaining in the Premier League. Sorry, West Ham United, they have been relegated to the Championship. This is actually surprising because West Ham have the last time they played the Championship was in the 2011-2012 season. That's a very long time. That was 14 years ago, right? 14 years ago, that was a really long time. That was the last time they were in the Championship. Well, next season, hopefully, they would return back to the Premier League. So in 2 seasons' time, rather. In 2 seasons' time, they will return back to the Premier League. Then finally, Arsenal defeated Crystal Palace 2-1. Arsenal lifted the Premier League trophy at Selhurst Park today. Well, 22 years wait is actually over. It's finally over for the Gunners. They have lifted the Premier League trophy. So they will be celebrating all through the night, even in the morning. So well, congratulations to them. And Erling Haaland finished as the Premier League top scorer with 27 goals this season. He has won 3 Premier League Golden Boots out of 4. This is 4th year in the Premier League and he has won the Golden Boot 3 times. That's an incredible feat for Erling Haaland. Bruno Fernandes ended with 21 assists in this Premier League campaign. So congratulations to him, by the way. Now, we focus on 2 finals before the World Cup. The first final is the UEFA Conference League. Crystal Palace vs Rayo Vallecano. The Conference League final will be played on Wednesday by 8 o'clock. Then, well, I want Crystal Palace to win that trophy, yes. By Crystal Palace winning the Conference League trophy, they would go to they will be in the Europa League. That will be an incredible feat for them, and it means that if they win the Conference League, it means 8 Premier League clubs will be playing in Europe next season. That's very, very good for the Premier League. And finally, on Saturday, the UEFA Champions League final, PSG vs Arsenal, on Saturday by 8 o'clock. That game would be an interesting game. But I really, really wish PSG would win the Champions League final. We all know that if PSG wins the Champions League, they would prevent noise pollution from happening. Arsenal disturbing the whole world about it. PSG, please. Fingers crossed, by the way. Fingers crossed, by the way. PSG, please do the job for us and prevent noise pollution from happening. So, thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. I really do appreciate. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to get notified on more videos I'll be uploading on my YouTube channel. Thanks very much, guys, once again, and see you at the World Cup.